Hello everybody, I'm back today and we're going to be streaming Devil May Cry 2. Now, as it might sound, my nose is really stuffy today. Allergies have been particularly bad and there is a heat wave going on that's like over 100 degrees. So, I don't know how much I'll be talking because I still want to do some vocal rest. It's been better, but you know. Other than that, yeah, I had to run a DISM and SFC command prompt command. Um, Trying to hopefully fix this lag stutter issue going on. Um, I mean, it's not really an in-depth story, but really, I want to say about 2 or 3 days ago, when I did the Left 4 Dead 2 streams, like I was getting annoyed because my PC was just like lagging with low settings, and I can't still figure out what the issue really is because I'm looking at performance monitor and my GPU looks normal. My RAM isn't having any issues. I did a RAM test uh off stream, of course, because that takes a long time. I did a disk check and that's fine. I looked at my CPU temps. Those are fine. There's no like thermal throttling going on. Um, I did a Windows Defender scan. I downloaded Malwarebytes, did a scan with that, got rid of it. Nothing wrong there. Um, so I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I've uninstalled some extra programs to make more disk space, but I can't. The only thing I can think it might be is that because um I had switched my computer off just to do a because I do a regular restart every now and then just to make sure everything's good. But when I restarted, I had this Windows update, and after I got that Windows update, my computer just took like a massive nosedive in performance. So worst case, I'm gonna have to uninstall the most recent Windows update, I think, if things don't improve. Now for this game, you won't notice it, but when I play, for instance, Left 4 Dead or I don't know, a game that didn't come from the PS2 era, um, yeah, my computer just somewhat dies. And again, I don't have the craziest graphics card, but you'd think an RTX 3060 wouldn't like fucking die on Left 4 Dead, right? So obviously something's up. I don't know what the problem is. I got to figure it out. I just wanted to let everybody know that that's kind of in part of the reason why I'm having so much difficulty with streaming as of late, because voice problems aside, if my PC's lagging, then it's gonna come out choppy with I don't know. Well, I don't know if that's actually true or not. I just that's a worry I have. It's like is the lag gonna cause it? I know like bad internet causes that, and with the bitrate stuff, but like I don't know if lag can induce choppiness, but I would think it would, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Anywho, by the way, it's not even just this game or games in general. It's also like just internet browsing. Like I've had weird issues where like I try to watch 60 or 4K videos and they just kind of skip ahead 10 seconds. Now, from what I've read, is that that's an issue with this new stupid ad shit they're trying to push into YouTube, which makes sense. I haven't had that problem on Twitch. Uh, but also, my pages are loading like twice as long. So I did a DISM command and things are loading faster. So I'm just really like, I guess I'm bringing this up to kind of just inform people for the lack of streams, and two, because if there's somebody who might have an idea of what the issue is, please tell me. Because obviously, if someone knows, just give me a shout. Give me a an idea of what it could be. Anyway, there should be no problems running this game. I think we're toward the end of the game here. Um, I think there was 20 missions for Devil May Cry 2 or 1, sorry, and yeah, or a mission 12, I believe. But from what I read, and I did this research not for spoiler reasons, but because I was kind of unsure if I wanted to do Lucia's campaign or not. But then I saw it was 12 missions, and I'm like, okay, that's not too bad. Um, so I don't know if it's 12 for each. I didn't look up Dante's story link, so I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna continue. I don't plan on talking much after this, unless like I want to chip in on something really important. But again, just that little update I wanted to give. And again, once this game is done and we're done with Lucia, we're gonna start. Got a can of soda here. We're gonna start Ocarina of Time, and this time, nobody will be here to help me. So I feel like maybe this playthrough will be a lot more enjoyable than the last one, where people were just like constantly fucking backseating and I was pausing every 5 seconds. So anyway, just wanted to just drop that info real quick. Anyway, all right, we're gonna get into the gameplay. Sorry for the long updates. People are like, man, you're yapping. You're doing a lot of yapping. This man is yapping. Oh, we're on mission 13. Okay. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna mute. I'll unmute if I want to mention anything, but yeah. Let's continue.
That man is going to bring me the Arcana shortly. You will live to see that.
That's just a piece of crap.
Oh, Arcana.
Here's another 3 for you.
No!
Crap like that doesn't interest me. But your swan song will.
must obtain the power of Argosax, or I cannot transcend all living things.
Too easy.
You cannot win. Someone is holding you back.
Forget about
Okay,
me.
I do have some criticism about this game's story that I've been holding, but I will
Don't worry.
save it once
I've got you.
everything's all said and done.
Why did you save me? I was created by him,
Every hero has a weakness.
but the ritual was activated because of me.
There's still time.
We have until the sun is completely eclipsed. But how are you going to enter the building? The entrance is...
Where there's a will, right?
It now. Now I'll mention it. Okay. Look. All the problems that people have with this game are not the problems I have so far. Like, through the entire game, the only real issue I have with this game is that, and here's the thing, I like Dante's voice actor. In this game, I actually do. I like this actor more than the one later, and I know that's very unpopular to say. I just like how mature he sounds. Now, in regards to everyone else's voice acting, I think it's really bad. You know, I can't tell if it's supposed to be a French or Italian accent. I don't know what, I'm not, people say, well, that's pretty obvious. I don't know. I'm not like I don't know. I don't hear a lot of accents. But regardless, it just feels like with this, we can dial this back and go back and talk about the game's story, right? Like, I get the premise. Like, oh, there's Argosax and there's, like, this other shit going on. But, like, I think the issue I have with this game is this game feels like a second thought. Right? Like, it doesn't feel like the development for this game felt complete. And it felt like, you're hiring these actors who... I mean, look, I'll just be honest. The voice acting's bad. It doesn't feel... This feels like one of those games that, like... and again, I don't know much about this time period when it comes to gaming. Like, I got the demo disc of Devil May Cry 1. With Code Veronica. That was my first exposure to Devil May Cry. And the thing is that I never had any exposure to Devil May Cry, probably up until Devil May Cry 5 was out. No, that's not true. Actually, I did hear about Devil May Cry again once somebody I used to play Marvel with mentioned, because I completely forgot about, who Dante even was. He's like, oh, well, Devil May Cry 3 is out, and, you know, and this and that, and this and that. And at the time, I just wasn't interested in Devil May Cry, as I am now. So I've never had, like, a ton of exposure to these games. I was always far more interested in Resident Evil. I still am. No offense, I like Devil May Cry, and I'm glad I'm playing the games now, but it's still... I don't think it's better than Resident Evil. But that being said, I don't know much about the time period of events that, you know, Devil May Cry 2 was in. But it feels like one of those games where... What's a Resident Evil game I can compare this to? People are going to hate this comparison, but I think it's a good comparison. I feel like this game is like the Operation Raccoon City of Resident Evil games. Not in that it's a bad game, or that its story is not canon, because its story is canon. I'm making the comparison because while Operation Raccoon City is a fun game, it is, and people that act like it's not are lying. It is a fun game. It's just kind of ridiculous. It feels like one of those games where it's just kind of like thrown in with no care. It's just kind of like, oh, here you go. Here's another entry in the series. We're going to do like the bare minimum kind of deal. You know what I mean? I was going to compare this to that shitty Resident Evil fucking fighting game. What was it called? Hold on, I gotta clear out my nose. It's Umbrella Corps. I was gonna compare it to that game, but I'm like, well, gameplay wise, that game is just absolute dog shit. They were out of their fucking mind releasing that game. I don't know what possessed them to make that shit game. And then they try and say, oh, well, this was like the training for, like, what was it, Blue Umbrella, I think I read. It's like, dude, fuck that. That shit's lame. Come on. But whatever. Enough talking about random Capcom games. I'm just saying, this feels like that. It feels like one of those games where they're like, fuck, we just need another entry in the series after one. So here you go. And they weren't sure how they wanted the game to evolve. Like, I'm willing to bet when this game came out, they were more advertising and focusing in on the fact that this is the continuation of the story, rather than talking about 50 different evolutions about the gameplay and the combat. And I am more likely to believe... I also want to think this game wasn't advertised a lot either. Like, you know, I see this guy with the Widow Peak, and I'm like, he just appears randomly, and I'm like, it's like, I'm sure they mentioned him sometime in the story, but I'm just sitting here like, dude, who are you? I'm like, who are you? And then they had, like, for instance, also, like, the last stream I did of this, where it was, like, the Bulwark guy, and they show him early on. His fighting style reminds me of, like, the way they made him fight is a lot like fighting, like, Dante. He does, like, these combos and shit. And I feel like they're trying to make him out to be, like, this kind of rival figure, but this story just feels like it's all over the fucking place. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's just so sparse when it's there. And it's just kind of like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel good. The story does not feel good in this game. As well as the voice acting. But everything else, you know, the combat, like, as a premise, okay, you want to talk about, and from the little research I did on Devil May Cry 3 after I beat it, just to, you know, it's like, oh, well, this guy Mundus fought Argosax in a war, right, or something like that. And it's like, okay, so this is the other side that needs cleaned up. But I don't know. I feel like this story could. I don't like remakes of games, but legitimately, I feel like this is one of those games that should be remade because the game story is just so lackluster. I feel like they could have done a much better job with this game, story-wise, up to this point. I'm gonna blow my nose again. I lost my allergy meds. I don't know where I put them, so that kind of sucks. I might pause the stream at some point to go find it if it gets too annoying, but you know, yeah, like that. I don't know. Like up to this point, the story is just kind of like, eh. It's just eh. It's like it's just I feel like mid. It feels mid. It doesn't feel great or bad. It just feels like eh. Take it or leave it. It's like whatever. But I will say a lot of the people's issues about this game I'd seen were like combat and control wise, and I guess if you want, like, I don't know. I'm kind of old school. I don't like a lot of complexity when it comes to controls and shit. I was never good at fighting games. So, like, I feel like the simpler controls are just more up my alley. Like, whereas with 3, it's, like, fucking crazy. And, you know, I've seen a little bit of gameplay of 5 long ago when it came out. And it's just, like, I don't know. I think I'll suck ass at that game. Like, people were getting, like, these perfect parries, and there's no fucking way. That's happening for me. I'm sorry. Like, you know, I looked at Dante Must Die for 3-2, and I'm like, no. There's no way I can do that. I'm not good enough at these games for that. Which is fine. It's not my thing. But I don't know. I just wanted to talk a little bit about how I've been feeling about the game's story. Other than that, though, I have been enjoying the game. I don't have this big hate boner for this game like everyone else does. I don't know. I don't see the levels of hate that people seem to hate about this game. I'm not understanding. Some of the criticisms I can agree with, but just like the hate feels like way out of whack for me. But alright, I'm going to continue the story, and I'm going to mute. Save my voice. I just talked a lot, so yeah. Let's give my voice rest. I have chronic laryngitis on a very small level with like a very specific range of my voice. So, well, I should say I have throat nodules, and that when I speak, it hurts my voice, which causes my voice box to hurt, which causes laryngitis. So I'm going to stop talking for a little bit. There's so many ways to go, I don't know where I want to go. Like, I kind of want to jump back over the buildings, but at the same time, I kind of don't. There's so many ways. Well, at least I found this, so that's good. Okay, I think this just leads to over the building where I jump. Alright. This is good, at least. No, I know there's that area I could jump through the window, but I don't know if I can go there or not yet. I'm gonna go the other way, where the orbs were. way for me to get a bunch of orbs. Okay, these might be infinite spawning, and yeah, looks like it. Alright, I'm not gonna spend any more time fighting enemies, I'm just gonna run. Could go back the other way, but let's just go this way first. Also, I did kind of want to comment on something specific. Let me focus on this first. Alright, so in the level where I had to run in time, gotta time this right. There we go. Wait, two more. Oh, I guess just 4 in total. I'll just say this now. In that level, I had to run from the timer. That I saw there was a blue orb, but I think I think I could have gotten that had they had the flying thing. But because I never played that level before, I didn't know how much time I had left, or what the destination was. You know what I mean? So I just decided to run instead of bothering to go get it. Okay, before we go back there and jump over the thing, I'm gonna go this way. I'm kinda surprised they haven't used the monkey enemy again. lock-on really sucks for this specifically because this guy's gotten weight twice. And because I couldn't lock on him, I couldn't kill him in time. There we go. I'm gonna eat for like a. I don't know if I said this, if the mic was muted or not, but I'm gonna say it again. Um, I got food. I'm gonna eat. It's gonna not take me terribly long, but quad watchers just skip ahead for like, I don't know, until I'm done. Alright, be right back. Gonna try to eat quickly. If you're wondering, I'm eating Gold Star chili. Trying out, apparently they've got like a burger or some shit, so I'm trying to turn away from my fan so it doesn't like break the audio. Your fries are pretty good. Alright, we're just gonna continue. I ate like a coney already, so just continue. Think this is the final mission?
Vorteil! What? What's going on?
Is there a problem?
You! Is that the medallia? You switched them?
A false coin for a false god. Showtime. Here's your crown.
You defeated Arius. There's just one thing left. Kill me. Kill me and everything will be over. I thought I was a descendant of the clan that protects Videmarli. The ones who have the blood of the devils. But the truth is, I was created by Arius. I could become a monster and attack the humans at any time. Now, kill me. It's your job to hunt devils. What? The ritual was incomplete. But the door to the demon world is... Wait. What are you doing?
My job is hunting devils.
Once you enter the demon world, you may never be able to return. I'll go. I'm expendable. You don't need to worry about me. I'm happy if I can
That
die
water
with
effect
you.
was really ugly.
No. Devils never cry.
But
Let's
Heard that
leave it to
some-
fate.
I've heard it so many times,
Heads,
but it's still
I
not.
go. Tails, you go.
It's gonna be midway.
See you around.
Just kidding.
don't you want to hear the story about Sparta from Mathieu?
I know. He did the same thing. Hold on to my coin, Lucia.
Hold on, Mike. There's a kitten that is like playing with cables, and you probably shouldn't do that. Not a good idea. I'm so tempted. Alright. 4 heals, full devil trigger, and a revive orb. Or it's just a whole lot of everything. Probably shouldn't have got that, but I did on accident. I see 4 though. I should just build double trigger. Is that Griffin Wing? I forgot if I fought a bird. No, I did. Wait, no? It's weak on the side over here. Dead? Yep. This is from the squid, the water monster. Nice. Playing it extra safe, but I'm playing it extra safe, but I have a feeling there's going to be another phase to this, so I really don't want to use my items. Another invincible spot. I turn the whatever. Yeah, this is Griffin. So what? Did all the people that lost to Mundus, did they just decide to go over to the other guy? Is that what happened? Hold on. My cats are like really misbehaving. 1 second. It's like little cat biting my leg. It hurt. Yep, another phase. Shielding. All right. Damn, he's going in. Oh shit. Thought there'd be something else. What the fuck? Epic. GG.
Yeah. Let's go all the way to hell.
What? What? Alright, shit. You know, I think, honestly, getting all Bs, mostly, pretty good. I mean, yeah, there's C's, but there's no, like, D's or... It's pretty good. How much does this... see, I did research how long this would be. I did... I did see how long it was, 12 missions, but... I need to research whether or not this makes the game longer. So, I'll treat this as if it's the end. I'll still do the Lucia stuff anyway, but I want to check first to see. But I'm just going to do a review right here. Okay, so first off, the story in this game sucked. Up to this point. If there's still more with the Lucia stuff, which I'm sure there'll be exclusive stuff, and maybe you'll get like a true ending, which I'm going to figure out. But up to this point, if you just did this, it's not good. The story is not good. Conceptually, it's fine. Okay, there's Argosax, and he was a big bad back in the day, and that fight, I don't know, again, difficulty wise, for normal that fight was like a non-problem. I mean, yeah, I healed, but let's be honest, that it wasn't like a hard fight. I don't know, it didn't feel too hard once I figured it out. I'm gonna just go to options just so it doesn't keep. But I'm like, gameplay wise, this game is not bad at all by any means. I actually quite enjoyed it. I mean, it's not like comparable to 3, and if you like gameplay from 3, it's not by any means bad. Gameplay wise, I can understand when people say they don't like this compared to 3, or whatever. But you can have mediocre gameplay, and let's be honest, it's all right. But the story, I think, is what is probably the most negative side to all of this. Just the way the cutscenes are kind of like poorly voice acted, and this music's kind of loud. It's kind of poorly voice acted. And then like this, just how short a lot of the cutscenes are. Like, that ending was fucking horrid. I'm sorry, but that was one of the worst endings I've ever seen. It's better than RE3 Remake, but it's close to being as bad. So now I have another ending I can compare how bad RE3 Remake is to. Which is fun, I guess. But look, this game is not like story, like if you're just playing this for fun, this is an all right game. I think everybody should play this at least once. I don't, this, if I were to go back to play any Devil May Cry, it'd probably be the first one, to be honest. So far. But this game is not bad at all. I didn't have any problem other than the kind of mess story. So yeah, that will be the end of the stream. Next stream, well, I'll be streaming on Monday. And I'll have to get the schedule up and ready to go, but it's almost guaranteed gonna be Pokemon XD Randomizer. But yeah, after when we come back to this game, we're gonna do the Lucia campaign. There's only 12 missions. And we're gonna finish that. And then we'll move on to Ocarina of Time, since a lot of people have been waiting for me to just get going with the Zelda stuff. But yeah. Overall, if I were to give a rating to this game, 1 through 10, I'd say a 6.5. I mean, it's okay. It's just okay. Right? I mean, that's it, really. It's not as bad as everyone says it is. It's come on, it's playable. It's a playable video game. It's not Sonic 06 bad. It's not Resident Evil 3 Remake bad. It's okay. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Appreciate you watching. And I will see you all next time. Later. Shit, I gotta plug my keyboard in. That's really awkward. Hold on. I can't even spell it. Alright.